Greetings. I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming. And yesterday I committed grievous harm to a computer character. I deleted her file and made her disappear, although it took a long time for her to disappear. And so, I am going to see what happens after she renews everything and removes herself from the game. I want to find out what happens after I HarMonika. So, first things first, there's a big somebody missing. Did I save? Yes, I did. And I was nice and friendly with Sakura, who I hadn't seen in a while. Well, my character had seen just yesterday, so I'm proud of you, Sayori. Yeah, that's her name. I don't even know what I called her. Sakura? Wrong name. Hello, Ian Johnson and Golden Table from Periscope. Nice to see you. Right now I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club and trying to see what happens, what changes, now that I've removed Monika from the equation. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, King, have you decided on a club to join yet? Back to clubs. My character should just join the anime club and run away. A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. This has changed. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? So now Sayori starts the Doki Doki Literature Club. Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo! Hello, Mark Ivy. On YouTube. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. School days is ordinary ever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, ordinary day. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. He stood up. Oh, he didn't just space out. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally blah, 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 yeah. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. That's a big change. Every other time, so either Sayori or Monika just flings the door open with excitement. Hello? Ah! King? What are you doing here? Well, I just... I glance around the room. Huh. So you're the king that Sayori is always talking about? Why, yes. Yes, I am, little pink-haired girl. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, King. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's going to think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Don't bring that up, though. You call her small, she'll probably punch you in the nose, or hit you with a hammer out of hammer space. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Well, working? King, don't tell me. You're That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh, she's so cute. You want to pinch those little cheeks. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can be in an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Whew. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Why is it an appropriate day for that? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin a surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make us some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk to the corner of the room, and Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! And once again, in the back of my head, I hear Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Ta-da! Ooh-ah! What kind of noise is that? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. She's really proud of herself. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I can just imagine her eating like Cookie Monster. Nom 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 nom. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Duh. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. She's a pro at everything, folks. She's a pro at writing. She's a pro at cooking. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoyed tea. I'm glad. Yuri smiles faintly to herself in relief. So, King, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Well, if you're going to go over the past few years, pick the book type that you read the most. Textbooks. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, okay. Novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Already my mouth is getting dry. Wet my whistle, lemonade. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Eh? Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if King wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Hey, that's actually nice from Natsuki. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, King? Oh, shit. They always got to put me in the middle of shit. Maybe, sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Those two don't bitch each other out when she's around, thank God. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little bit better, too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? ... I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. President Sayori. Aww. Guess that means we should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, Natsuki's gonna make her read manga. Eh? I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. ... With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. She's overthinking things again. I'm so sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. Wow. Seems to me that without Monika around, things move a lot smoother between these three. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. So perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, King. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, King. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're going to make it the best club ever. God, she's perky. Now that you've joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, King, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. Uh-oh. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika. Fuck. Fuck. Another one breaking the fourth wall. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, King. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Oh no. Uh-oh. Let me come over here and fix it so I can erase her if I need to. Properties, local files, browse local files. Go into the characters folder. Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Really? F-O-R... Oh gosh, she's spelling forever. No. Okay. Did I glitch her out? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Oh, Monika's protecting me. Great. I've got the ghost of Monika fighting Super Sayori. Who? It hurts. Ah. I'm sorry I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Uh-oh. Is she going to disappear from the list? Goodbye, King. Goodbye, Literature Club. Names are still there.
But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah.
Uh-huh. Anyone else creeped out?
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand.
The dark side of the Force is calling you.
But in this world of infinite choice,
Thanks for the host shark bait.
what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do too?
Okay, credits. Okay. Oh,
When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
are you gonna delete all the... Yes, you are.
When I can't even read my own feelings,
Don't destroy her, too.
when a smile says it all.
Yep.
And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
That's... Yeah, I removed that image. That didn't look good.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
This is more than a little creepy.
If I take your is it love, if I set you free?
Now they all disappear? No. I get special thanks. More like made with fear. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monika. Script file is missing or corrupt. Reinstall the game. No. It's over. It go bye-bye. Oh, so creepy. Mark Ivy wants a battle royale ending where all the girls fight each other. That would be nice. That would be very nice after that. It could have been much worse. Much, much worse. So, that's Doki Doki Literature Club. It only went on for another half an hour after I deleted Monika. I can't really say I defeated her. It wasn't that challenging to just right-click, click on delete, and yes. Creepy. Creepy. Freaky deaky. Crazy, crazy. So, since this is the end of this game, I'll be back in 5 minutes to play something else. Uh-oh. It's not done? Really? Bip says it's not done. I'm frightened. I'm going to try and reopen it. No, I have to reinstall the game. Let's see. Properties. Local files. Verify integrity of game files. How about that? Really easy to verify files, right? 92, 98% done. Wow, 108 files failed to validate and will be reacquired. 108 files got fucked. Wow. You try playing it again. Will it go back to the letter? A previous save file has been found. Would you like to delete your save data and start over? So Sayori got destroyed somewhat by Monika. Monika came back to life. Continue where I left off. No. I have to start again. Come on. Okay. I'll re-verify the files. I didn't realize that would be something you do, you know? To play a game. 107 files will be reacquired. Try it now. Yes, delete my save data and start over. Because if I continue where I left off, it does the same thing. Yeah, I figured this out. There she is again. And Sayori. Wow. Yeah, don't play this if you suffer from anxiety, depression, or if you're a cutter. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I agree. I don't remember doing this when I first started this game. I must have, right? All right. Can I load a game? No? No, all gone? Settings. Unseen text after choices. Fine. A new name. Evil one. There. Now I have to win the game, right? Hey. Okay. Name your arms. Sayori. Kind of friends you never see yourself making good today, but you know each other so long. You used to walk to school together. If you're going to chase after her, I feel like better. I idle and let her catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, evil one. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Bip has an idea, and I like it. Bip has an idea that's probably crazy, but it just might work. And I want to try it. Hey. Really? Won't let me change the name. I'm going to try and speed through stuff. Yeah, she wants me to not be a neat. Okay. She shows up when I'm spazzing out and takes me to the club. Wow, I'm just gonna skip all this talky. Sold my soul for a cupcake. Advance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Sailor's always saying nice things about you. Seriously, brother boy, way to kill the atmosphere. A nice surprise. Welcome to the club. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Sour attitude. It's great to see you again. There's that weird pose. Yep, they made a table. Making some tea. Cupcake cats. So cute. No, this isn't PUBG. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. And this is like my 4th time going through this. Or at least 2nd time with all the characters. Because it's freaky to the max. I'm waiting for him to take a bite. I finally backed down. This is really good. Thank you. What are you thinking? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Finally, the character's starting to realize. Made them for you or anything. Thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Not for, you, dummy. Alright. He returns to the table, carrying the tea set. Sets up the tea set. Teachers gave us permission. Hot cup of tea, enjoys a good book. She's just trying to impress you. Monica's such a bitch. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Monica raised an eyebrow and smiles at me. What made you consider Literature Club? Haven't joined any clubs yet. Don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home. She was leader of the debate club last year. Why can't I just... Can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I have to go through all of this just to get to... Come on. Yep. You have to work hard to convince people that you're fun and worthwhile when you have a boring club like literature. Don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Things you like to read. Manga. Natsuki's head perks up, but she keeps quiet. Okay, Yuri talking about deep and complex novels that make you think. That's what she likes. Sheesh. Come on. I read a horror book once. Yep. She can't put down a book that makes her think. Surreal horror changes the way you look at the world. She hates horror. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. I don't know why. Never did know why. Oh, cute things. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So your sidles up. I'm not cute! You write your own poems? I guess sometimes. Okay. Here's where they get the idea that everyone shares the poems. God, this is repetitive. Yeah, here's where Monika says, let's all write poems. Except for nobody said I was joining this damn club. I never said I would join this club. I never made any decision, and you people are already writing me into your shit. And then they all stare at me like, oh no, you hate us. No, you're boring, that's all. Defenseless. All of them get all happy. And Sayo wraps around his arms around me, hopping up and down. If you just give me for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So Yori and I walk home. Don't. You're gonna make me write this stupid poem. Uh-huh. Why don't I just write shit that I like? Unending. Laugh. Inferno. Electricity. Fireworks. Whirlwind. Tragedy. I'm just being weird now. Incongruent. Great word. Starscape's a good one. Intellectual. Crimson. Suicide, really? Scars. Chocolate. I like chocolate. Philosophy. Eternity is good. Daydreams are cool. Parfait, yummy. Unrestrained, unstable. Extreme. Come on. I didn't run away. Next one. Thank you, Dive Headworks Literature. No slack for me from Natsuki. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Don't take it serious. What's the end of it? You have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection. They can't apply for them. Manga is literature! Ah, this is where I cook and clean her room because she doesn't do it. And she almost set her house on fire. Yuri brought you something. Don't worry about it. Wasn't expecting anything. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Will make me happy. Is that so? I won't make it a big deal if you don't want her to be. Yeah. Okay, this is so repetitive. It's driving me crazy. She picked out a book for me. Yes, I'll read it. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. And what's Natsuki doing? Rummaging in the closet, of course. Okay, here's, she's reading the book. Same book she gave me. And she catches me peeking. And I say I didn't mean to interrupt. I was spacing out, yeah. I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I wasn't focused, I wouldn't notice it in the first place. Just rereading a bit of this. It's the book you gave me, right? Wanted to reread some of it. Just curious as to how come we have 2 copies of the same book. I went to the bookstore. I just happened to buy 2 copies of the same book. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll start reading it soon. Very engaging and relatable story. It's my fault for asking what it's about. Portrait of Markov. A girl in high school moves in with her long-lost, younger sister. Gets targeted by people who escaped from a human experiment prison. She desperately chooses who to trust. She ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. It's such a happy and friendly book. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah. Dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah ha ha. You aren't a fan of that sort of thing. That's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely unhinged. I mean different. Just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. They are naive. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. When I let things like books and writing from my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. Jesus Christ. Let's start reading it. Yes. We just get the book. Alright. I sit next to her. She's not used to people sitting right next to her. Reading in the company of someone else. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not particularly a bad thing. She's not actually looking at her own book. No, she's reading from my book instead. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, ha ha ha. Here, this should work, right? Then I slide my I slide up into her DMs and hold the book between the two of us. Ah, I suppose so. She closes her own copy. My shoulders are almost touching. Use my right hand to hold the book open. It makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. So we do that. I flip a page and she catches it. And suddenly I have no left arm because where would I put it? It should have been here, right? Instead, I've got it bent behind my back like some sort of chicken wing. We huddle closer together. It's distracting me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. You're not used to reading. Don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Ah, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. You no longer ask me if I turn the page. I just turn it when I'm done. Finish the chapter in silence. Turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb letting over the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but... Oh, the main character reminds me of you. You think so? How? She's a little more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of like reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Like apologizing all the time. I see. Terrible thing to have in common with her. It's embarrassing that you think that. Wait, didn't mean it in a bad way. I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. So all I had to say was it was cute. Gotcha. Okay, everyone. Poem sharing time. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Okay. Yeah, everyone remember to write a poem. Start with Monika. Yeah, having a good time so far. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, evil one. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Give her my poem. Great job, evil one. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha ha ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or something. Anything. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film I left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten very popular nowadays. And there's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Stretch. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Why do we have to go through all this? Jeez. Kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that because it's gotten it coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Monica sounds like a podcast, really. Let's show Natsuki. ... Evil one, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Yeah, she doesn't like it because it's too metaphorical. You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Haha. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, this poem again. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if that's Sophie's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Sayori next. This is a good poem. You sure it's your first time? Innuendo. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Oh, my poor dry mouth. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, and that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Duh. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not so selfish at all, you know? Ha 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 ha. Deep down. You don't know. Trying new things like this for other people. Trying new things like this in order to hang out with cute girls at the end of my school day. Geez, if I had an opportunity like this when I was in high school. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? I guess I have to. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still, I tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. She wants breakfast, alright. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. One left. And then another walk home with Sayori. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Huh? Did I just say that out loud? Yes, you did. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. She must have a small face. Just like, you want to cover your mouth, but all of a sudden you're covering your entire face. Small face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri says to me blankly and looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. I mean, I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's nothing that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. The third time reading this poem. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. ... I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, the evil one. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of my poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Evil One. Why for me? You have 3 other people in your club. Me too. Guess that's everyone. It's around the room, a little more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. Guess that's what I ended myself into. Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Okay, this is them doing their poems. And they read Natsuki's eyebrows for frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. This is them starting a fight again. Yeah, this is Natsuki and Yuri complaining and saying, oh, but people like my poem and maybe they like mine better. And Yuri not changing her writing style. Yuri stands up. Maybe you're just jealous that Evil One appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! And here's Sayori to break up the fight. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I still think that's hilarious. Her boobs grew a size bigger as soon as I started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, both of them. She's the president, you know. She could just have you thrown out. I don't like fighting, guys. They both look at me. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Evil One? Oh, just get off my case, you two. How to get dragged into this in the first place, yeah. Not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Last time I got Sayori to help me calm them the fuck down. And then nobody was pissed at me. That's the key. Sunset Turn Yuri. Here's the person's defenseless. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How could the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Evil One. That's her problem. It's not about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's exactly why nobody likes... Stop! That's a pissed off Sayori. Natsuki, Gary, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yeah. ... and a ... Sayori. Monika's like, what the fuck? I'll make some tea, says Yuri, and rushes off. Natsuki disappears. Sits down with a blank expression on her face. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Hey NASCAR fan, this is Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'm almost finished with this day, and after that I'll take a short break and jump into some PUBG. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ha ha ha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways. It starts off looking like that, but then things change, NASCAR. You should go look at my previous videos with Doki Doki in them. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Everyone, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! We'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself. I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Then you look. It means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh, good. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, evil one, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. No, not right now. I'm saving it. And I'm quitting. Yes. Alright, folks. I am taking a 5-minute break. then I'll be back. I'll have to restart the stream so that there's a whole different section for PUBG tonight. So I'll be back. Don't forget to stay evil while I'm gone.